thank you so much, sir, for joining in here. You have gone to the different expo. You have spoken at the summit also. Uh, eINDIA is been organizing summit since last 8 years. Does it catalyze the process of e-initiative at different level of governance?
In my opinion, it is doing a very good job at picking up those initiatives and awarding them, not only awarding them, making an effort to organize them at a central conference every year, and which not only exposes one to initiative that is being taken across the states, but also it enriches in the sense that it gives ideas to practitioners of e-governance to do more and to do like more, so that services can reach the common man.
Common man. As you talk about that, all the initiative that a government take or any private entity that they are actually trying to reach to the common man. India is a very big country, very diverse country. Within probably 5 kilometer, the language gets changed, the taste of waters gets changed. It's so diverse. In such a scenario, to reach to the bottom, it's very tough. Probably we can leverage the technology via ICT or a e-governance system. Uh, Odisha is one of the state where there have been progress and it's doing well. How has been your department or the government been able to implement ICT initiative? What you have to say on that?
Odisha, we have quite a few of ICT initiatives which have done well, and quite a few which have not done well. So, e-governance projects, there are also some which do not do well, but there are quite a few which are doing well. One of the initiatives which I will is path breaking is e-dispatch, in which all letters of issued by government are either put in the e-space of the receiver or it is on the web for downloading by the public, by the media, by the individual to whom it is addressed. So, it serves the objective of opening all the letters to the public which are of any public interest, which has some relevance to the public. So, this reduces the nuisance of the red tape that bureaucracy has. So, getting a letter, for example, in higher education department, when I was secretary couple of years back, we put all the like approvals or granting and orders on the net. So, as a result, people who are looking for those letters and they were ready, they were giving bribes earlier, they did not have to come to the secretariat or directorates, they got it sitting at their homes. So, there was, so this has a big, so e-dispatch is a big sort of initiative which has impacted and it is now being practiced by used in Himachal Pradesh and other states like Manipur, Mizoram have shown interest, Karnataka has shown interest, even Maharashtra has also shown interest in that product.
As you said that there are some of the initiative of e-governance or ICT which has been successful. One of them you mentioned that e-dispatch, but there are other initiative which could not fulfill the results that you were expecting.
Yeah.
So why there is a disparity or why there is a difference? Why we are not able to get the same kind of response on all the initiative that you or probably the government is taking?
Primarily because this is e-governance is a difficult activity in which we have to do the process re-engineering, the change management, training, and apart from that procurement of hardware, development of software, getting involved in each and every stages of the process, so that the problems that comes in when after developing software, those needs to be addressed. So, if somebody, and the most important criteria is leadership, like one has to champion the project. Otherwise, the project will not see the light of the day. It may go up to some extent, but it will not achieve its objectives. So, lack of these eGov champions is one of the major criteria, and the eGov champion will have the full knowledge of the domain, and he will also know how to marry it with the ICT. Otherwise, the technology people, they have the knowledge of, but they do not have the domain knowledge. They cannot take the initiative in e-governance. They can only support, but the eGov champion has to be from the department.
That means there has to be an involvement of at least at the IT level from the private parties.
Yeah.
Because they are the people, they can provide the software, they can provide the solution. And at the bottom level, probably the junior officer who can be trained and can be asked to actually implement it at better level. So let me ask you one question from private area. Have your department or the government tried to collaborate with the private party under the PPP model or any other model? Has there been any move on that front?
Actually, most of our softwares are developed by private companies, vendors. Government doesn't have the capability to develop them. Number one. Number two, we also have some PPPs in e-governance. For example, with ILFS in e-registration. So, they are both government and ILFS have invested and have computerized all the sub-register office in the state. So, that initiative, the revenue is being shared by the revenue department and the ILFS. There has been a couple of PPP, but most of the development, software development is done through the private companies only. Yeah.
As you talk about some of the issues in Odisha, some of the major initiatives that you have taken, some of the success of the initiative taken by the government, such as e-dispatch and all, what are the major challenges you see? Because you have been trying to improve the service in other things. What are the major hurdle or challenges that you face?
Major hurdle, I will say infrastructure is one of the major hurdles because ICT infrastructure is not very good across the state, across all districts. We have 30 districts. Even in developed districts like Bhubaneswar or Cuttack, we are finding that connectivity is not there in some depots, not at all places where our block headquarters, connectivity is not assured, it is not available, and so infrastructure is one of the major issues. Number two, I will say that lack of eGov champions in all departments. There are champions in some departments who are taking forward the initiatives, who are conceptualizing new ideas and trying to give, but that is not available. That is not happening in all departments. That will never happen. That is one of the second. Change management, process reengineering. These are the challenges which we have to take care. So initiatives are being taken.
So are you taking some of the initiative to bridge the challenges or bridge the gap and probably come to the fore?
Yeah, we are in constant discussion, dialogue with the connectivity partners like BSNL, who provide the connectivity. Even some where electricity is also not there, so electricity companies are also being taken into fold. These are infrastructure and constant exposure to public services. And now another one, government has passed one act, Public Service Delivery Act, in which timely providing certain services has been made mandatory, and if that is not being followed, then there is penalty clause. So with this, I hope there will be a lot of initiative to, otherwise without IT it will be very difficult to provide the services within the time limit.
Let me ask you one question from your career. You are 91 batch IS officer. You have been posted to different departments in the government. How has been your journey so far? when you was chosen for IAS, there was some passion that you wanted to do. Have you been able to achieve those things, or is still there is a miles to go?
No, I have been able to achieve. I have got the best of opportunity, and because of my background of working in industry prior to joining IAS, I have always been trying to marry ICT with the governance. So some of my projects, wherever I have worked, they have got recognition at state level, at national level, and I am constantly trying to work towards how to facilitate the services in a better manner, in a quicker manner, and in a non-interfering manner.
Thank you so much for your time. It's been wonderful talking to you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.